right now. J.J. O'Brien returning to Scott and BR on the Mighty 1090. Hey, J.J.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Doing really good. Yourself?
Doing good.
Can you believe it? I mean, forget about the game for a moment from last night, but can you believe it's really, really coming to an end, your career at San Diego State this Saturday night? And there's more games to play, but the last home game.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I knew the day would come eventually, but the fact that it's here is pretty surreal. And so, I'm looking forward to the game, and I'm happy for the time that I've had here.
What would you like to say to the fans, especially the kids that backed you guys so well for so long?
Just that it's much appreciated, and all the support and everything. I mean, it's the reason why I transferred here. It's just the support and the love that we get is why we play college basketball. It's what we dream about when we're kids. So it's all much appreciated.
Take us back, JJ, if you don't mind. Again, we'll talk about last night's game, but coming out of high school, Rancho Cucamonga, right?
Yeah.
What made you go to Utah?
Utah they were one of the first schools to start recruiting me, and I had a real good relationship with the coaches, as well as my mom. She had a great relationship with the coaches. I just felt comfortable with them, and felt I fit in, and I felt like it was the right decision out of high school.
And as soon as Mom says, "No, those guys are my favorite guys," I mean that had to have had a huge bearing on you, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
J.J. O'Brien on Scott and BR on the Mighty 1090. So you go to Utah, and after your first year, what was going on? What made you leave, and why San Diego State?
Well, I had a good first year. I'm so grateful for that first year because I was able to start. I was able to play a lot of minutes, so I got a ton of experience. My coach got fired, though, and the new coach that came in, Kostoyak, is doing a great job there right now, but I was looking for something else, and in San Diego State, they recruited me out of high school, but then they started recruiting me again, and it was too good of an opportunity to pass up twice, so I knew I wanted to come home. I knew I wanted to be closer to home, and San Diego State was just the best option by far.
Yeah, and who knew back then, and I'm just trying to think, that was 4 years ago, right?
Yeah.
So your first year, was your first year and you didn't play, right, because you had the red shirt, right?
My first year was the year after Kawhi.
So your first year was the year after that Sweet 16 team?
Yeah, that was my first year when I redshirted.
Yeah, and what a 4 years this has been, and what a contribution you have made to this team. And I keep hearing Coach Fisher, and all he talks about is how underrated you are, and the leader that you are, and how important you are to not just the team on the floor but to the program. What must that be like every time you hear Coach Fisher say those things about you?
It's great, man. He's been a part of so many great teams and has so many great players. And when I hear him say great things about me, it's truly an honor. I'm blessed to be able to play for him and the rest of the coaching staff. And the fact that I've been able to do as well as I have in the program has been amazing. So it's just a blessing all around.
JJ, I want to ask you about last night's performance. I mean, you were just on fire last night, and we've talked about this in the past. Is it conscious, or is it, this is what the defense is giving you? Is it game plan? What has inspired all of this scoring from you late in this season?
Well, we had a little, early in the season or at the midway point of the season, we kind of had a little change of philosophy in offense where we would play a little more inside out, and that's part of it. Part of it also is when I have more touches now, I'm just reading the defense. Some teams will play me where they have a lot of help side defenders, and some teams will play me where they give me space and allow me to go one-on-one. So every game I'm just reading the defense, and last night in the first half, I had a ton of space to operate, and I scored. And in the second half, they started to double team me. I started to kick to Winston for three, to kick the guys to make plays. But as far as how I play, it's always just reading the defense and seeing what they're giving me, and knowing that I'm a trigger point as far as either I'm going to score or I'm going to start a chain for somebody else to score.
And which tactic do you prefer? Which one do you really like to play more in?
The winning one.
Yeah.
Whichever one leads to a win.
What did you think last night when you looked out on the floor in the last few moments of the game, and in the last couple of minutes, and you go, man, Polee's out here with us? And I don't know what it was like for you, but I can tell you as a viewer at home, I'm like, that's impressive to me. I just didn't know that he would be in the game at that time, and it just goes to show you that if he's okay and he's cleared, coach is going to use him.
It was pretty natural. Polee has been through dogfights with us. I mean, this isn't the first big game that Dwayne's been a part of. He's been in plenty of them from last year to early in the season this year. So, he knows what he's doing out there, and even though he's just coming back, he's experienced, and he did a great job out there, not giving up any threes, making good plays. So, it's natural to have him out there in those clutch moments.
I just have this feeling, and maybe it's just more of a desire than a feeling. I just have this feeling that Polee's going to make a huge contribution at some point during the postseason, whether it's the Mountain West Conference tournament or maybe it's the NCAA tournament. Polee's going to just find, he's going to get himself back into the right shape. He's going to get the confidence. He's going to get his hands on the ball, and he's just going to start dropping bombs, or maybe it's going to be dunking. I don't know what it's going to be. Yeah. I just have this feeling that Polee's going to make a big contribution before it's all said and done.
We hope so. But even if he's not hitting threes or dunking, he's still making contributions. He's a great defender, and he's always making smart plays. He's always in the right position, and he's making a contribution. That's why he's out there. So. Mm-hmm. But we hope, that'd be great for him to have an explosion one night. Yeah,
J.J. O'Brien on Scott and BR on the Mighty 1090, 22 points last night. San Diego State 60-58 over UNLV. Any word on Malik Pope?
I think Malik's fine. I think he just hurt his leg in the game, but I don't think it's anything serious. But I'm not for sure yet, but I don't think it's anything serious.
JJ, before you go, I want to ask you, who's coming Saturday night? You got the whole fam or what?
Yeah, I got the whole family coming out. My mom, my sisters, my nephews, my grandma. I think they're going to walk out with me. I think a couple of my aunts are going to be in the stands. So a lot of my family lives in San Diego, up in Escondido, so it's not far for them.
How exciting is that going to be?
Oh, my gosh. That's going to be
You going to be able to hold it together, dude?
Yeah, I think I will, unless my mom loses it. Then I might lose it a little bit.
You know she's going to lose it?
Yeah, I know. She's going to be pretty emotional. I got to tell her to be cool so that I can start the game cool. But, I think it's going to be a great night. I'm excited for it. I think everybody's going to be all right.
Dog, all you got to do is take that framed jersey, lift it up in the air, do a couple of 360s, and take a second to listen, because I know, and I'm so bummed that I'm not going to be there, that the people are going to want to shower you with the love for what you've accomplished and what you've contributed to the San Diego State basketball program since you transferred in. So, dude, enjoy that moment. Thank you for everything that you've meant to San Diego State basketball and to the sports community, and look forward to many more big games before this thing is over.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it so much.
J.J. O'Brien on Scott and BR. Thanks, J.J. Take care, man.
Thanks, J.J.